You crept up on me slowly, you got in my head and I never knew. No, I never knew. You changed all I wanted, made it easy to choose. You rearranged my view, made it something new. The hushed sounds of snowfall, the warm summer rain. This feeling is happening again. Oh, Chicago, your streets lined with smiles, and we'll meet for a while, and then we'll say goodbye. Oh, Chicago, the heavens declared that I'd be unaware of what you do. So this one's from me all to you. Your town, but you made me see. Yeah, you made me see all the dreams I was chasing. Didn't have you around today. I believe it wasn't meant to be. The crowds and the faces, the memories you gave. This feeling is happening again. Ooh, oh, Chicago, your streets lined with smiles, and we'll meet for a while, and then we'll say goodbye. Oh, Chicago, that I'd be unaware of what you do. So this one's from me all to you, to you. This one's from me all to you, to you. To you, this one's from me all to you.
Music City Spotlight. Right, we're supposed to sing or something? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a theme song. I gotta get
jingle.
I need a theme song, right?
You do.
What's up, Malynda?
What's up?
What are you doing in Nashville?
I'm hanging out.
You are hanging out.
I'm
this
here
is
to
fun.
sing and explore and hear what this city's all about that I've heard about for such a long time.
Right, and this is your first time, right? You were singing.
Time.
When did you get here?
I got here this morning.
Oh my God.
This afternoon, actually, around noon.
From Chicago.
From Chicago, yeah.
So, how was your trip? Are you tired? Making
I
it to
think
this
it'll
day
hit
you get
me,
here?
but I'm more running on adrenaline right now.
Are you?
Excited, new city, yeah.
Play us a song.
Okay, all right. All right, then. All right, this song is one I was doing while we were sound checking called Forgive Me. All right. Tears keep falling from my eyes like a lonely river stream. There's no word to say what I'm feeling, but you know just what I mean. Will you forgive me? Will you forgive me? Will you forgive me? Never meant to cause you pain. I was thinking of myself, yeah. You know I live to bring you sunshine. It's for you and no one else. So will you forgive me? Will you forgive me? Will you forgive me? I can't find a solution to this thing. One word, one mistake, you're questioning. I wish I couldn't do what I've done, but this time I will learn the consequence. Then my mind can create an accident, yeah. Another chance is all I ask, so will you forgive me? 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 Will you forgive me?
Very nice. So we're going the sort of gospel chant.
Yeah, yeah.
It's cool. I've always wanted to write a song
stuff,
like that. That like you can just you're repeating the same thing over and over, and it's fantastic. And you just do it for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those songs, just like this song.
Totally.
I've always wanted to write one
Drives
like that.
home the point a little bit, but it's simple, very simple.
Yeah, I've always also wanted to write one like Hey Jude. You know, because at the very end, that what we're just talking about comes in and powerful.
It is. Well, you got to do it.
Being from Chicago, yeah, I know. I mean, I write songs left and right, but you know, I do try to vary it up, but at the same time, can't force something. And something like that.
Of course.
I'm sure that has to, you know what I mean?
I got you.
Being from Chicago, you don't mind if I lower the AC, huh?
Well, I'm from LA. LA. I lived in Chicago for a while though, so I consider a second home. Chicago's great though. I mean, it's freezing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's like knives stabbing at your face. It really, really is. But I appreciate and love that city so much. It really gave me a new perspective on how to approach my career and how to approach my music. It changed my songwriting when I moved there, and it changed my view on a lot of things. So I'm grateful to the city because I moved there with nothing. Like I didn't know anybody. My husband got into law school there. That's why we moved there.
Oh, you have a husband?
Yeah, I've been married almost 5 years.
Cool.
Yeah. So.
And your husband's a lawyer. A lawyer?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Very different career paths.
Yes, and it works perfectly. Let me tell you.
It does, right? Because kind of balance each other out. Mm-hmm. You know how to have fun. But
absolutely. He does too, though. He
knows how to have fun, but
he's life of the party, actually.
Really?
Yeah, he is.
That's how he relieves all that lawyer stress.
Right, he does. He has to go have fun.
So you're saying you don't drink? Does he drink?
He does, but not like drinks. But like on a Friday night after a long week of work, he'll definitely go get a beer or two.
Yeah, that's tricky with like those kinds of jobs. Like you can't do it every day because you know what I mean. If you had a drink for every shitty situation that you come across, doing that kind of thing,
right?
You know, it just doesn't work. I guess.
Right.
Anyways, you were also telling us that you've been doing music all your life. You've been very fortunate to be a teacher, and you all your life Did you say? You didn't say that part.
Well, yeah, I have done music all my life. You know, I grew up singing in church, and then I did musical theater in school, and took piano lessons starting at the age of 7.
What age were you like, this is going to be my job?
Oh, like, I was 6. I remember. I was 5 because it was when Whitney Houston sang the national anthem at the Super Bowl, and I was like, I want to do that one day. So,
do you have perfect pitch?
I have relative pitch. I mean, I think I have very, very good pitch, but like...
You do have very good pitch.
If you told me to sing a C, I probably couldn't. I might. I don't know.
Shannon, here's your chance to spotlight.
You have perfect pitch?
Do it. She didn't know, but yeah, she does.
I'm always a little flat.
But it's relative. I think like that's very close to how I am too.
Really?
Like I could
that? Well, then
because I
think you have perfect
songs,
pitch then.
I remember songs in my head and I know what keys they're in, so I can sing them, and then I can be like, oh, that must be a C. But I don't think it's not perfect.
But you're also there's two different things. There's one is you are a professional musician, so you constantly know what key you're in.
Totally.
So you can do that. I can do that too sometimes. Remember a song and be like, oh, it's that key, or they're playing this chord right now because I was just playing guitar an hour ago.
Right.
But Shannon, like I gave her the test. I don't know, whatever the test is, but one of the best ways is that, like singing songs, and we were going song after song after song, and she kept getting it right. And then when eventually when she sung Bohemian Rhapsody and then got even the key and the key change is correct, perfect pitch. You know what I mean?
That's so cool.
And it was like 5 out of 5.
That's awesome.
So that's how you know. But her not practicing music that way I guess never realized it or something. No one told her.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was.
Your hidden talent.
And so it turns out that she's perfect for backups because of the perfect pitch and her good musicality.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what we do now all the time. I got lucky.
I love that.
Everyone needs a backup. A right hook.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I saw Snoop Dogg saying that the other day. He said like, all you need in life is a a strong handshake and a good hook.
Good right hook.
Yeah. Like,
that's funny.
It is funny. I love Snoop Dogg.
The kindness and the retaliation if you gotta fight back. That's
you listen to much hip hop?
Or just gospel? Not really. I mean,
what do you listen to?
There's definitely some, a hip hop that I love, but I wouldn't put it like on my playlist. I listen to a lot of things. I mean, anywhere from Broadway music to gospel to, top 40 contemporary Christian. I just love music. And you can find something.
Me too. I'll listen to anything. There's a lot of Christian music here, and I'm listening to that, and then I'm listening to Tupac, and then I'm listening to John Lennon.
Life's better that way.
And then I'm listening to Mozart.
Tribe Called Quest,
Tribe Called Quest. Little Bach in there in the mornings just to get spiritual.
That's cool.
But yeah, I love music.
Yeah, exactly.
And like you, I also have decided that this is. But I don't mind. Like right now, I'm pretty broke, but I don't care because this is what I'm doing.
Right.
And I think that
happy.
Well, it's the best because I'm pretty sad sometimes, And I find that Tony Bennett. I heard him say this about Amy Winehouse on the Howard Stern show. That at some point he told her that she was sinning against her gift. Or her art. That was the word. Sinning against her art.
Yeah, that's a powerful statement.
And then sometimes I feel like, well, I know how much I love music, and I know how happy it makes me, and I know that all I want to do is just do it, and like I don't care if I'm giving it away for free.
Right.
When I'm not doing it, it makes me sad.
Right.
I don't know if you're like
finding
that.
That joy.
I'm sure you're
what
like
you're
that.
Doing. Yeah, totally. I'd rather be singing than not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
And then outside, are you quiet or loud? Reserved?
I consider myself an extroverted introvert.
Whatever that means. Sounds like a bunch of contemporary mumbo jumbo.
I like my alone time. I like, Netflix and chill totally. But I'm definitely also like in my group of friends. Did you watch Friends, the series?
Yeah, I grew up watching
I'm the
that.
Monica of the group. Like I'm the party planner. I'm neurotic. I know I'm really neurotically clean. But like as far as like being the hostess and always having people over and like baking and cooking and stuff, like that's me.
Do you want me to go into the bathtub and thrash around?
Right.
Remember?
I love that.
Those shark episodes.
She would do anything for him to make him happy.
Well, that was Monica.
Yeah. She would do anything for Chandler. It was very funny.
Yeah. Well, yeah, what you were saying about I actually, that's why I don't mind the serving job. I liked it better in Boston and in Texas. But I don't mind that. Like, and I like when people come over, or like you, or I like entertaining, and like you said, like kind of, I don't do so much planning.
Right.
But they show up, and I have firewood, and I'll cook you some food.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm very much a planner. Very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have brunches or like game nights. And
how about your husband?
He is there along for the ride. He's happy.
But is he a planner?
No.
Interesting.
He's not. Well,
being a lawyer,
it depends. Like vacations and stuff, I put that
likes
all
to not
on
plan,
him
because his job is. Oh wait, you put that on him?
I put the because he loves to plan like vacations. But like when we went to Europe for 2 weeks, I was like, "It's you do it. I will follow your itinerary." And he made this great trip for us.
Fantastic. Where'd you go?
We went to London and we went to.
You sound like you're having a good time.
We did. We had a great time.
No, I mean like in general.
In general,
good
yes.
for you.
We have wonderful.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. We're very happy. It's good balance. It's great. It is. But like planning parties and stuff, that's totally me. It's not him. But he likes them. He shows up.
Are you thinking about well, don't hate me, but are you thinking about kids?
Oh, absolutely. I want a huge family, but not for a few years. I think there's a lot of I still want to.
Let's say you guys keep going in this direction, you keep becoming more and more financially stable. Here's my question as someone that doesn't really see myself having kids necessarily. I don't know, but not really. So, how do you handle keeping them? Like it's a tricky line, you know, keeping them from being just not being aware of what they actually have, and appreciation is a difficult thing to learn sometimes for a lot of people. It has been for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? How would you deal with that?
With appreciation?
No, just like in general, like the things that they have, you know, and to be in a stable household and not necessarily have like just $10 to feed your whole family. You know what I mean?
Elaborate a little bit more.
Well, when I was a kid, I ate a lot of rice and beans. And I know my mom's told me stories of like when she was a kid, my grandma would give her like 50 pesos and tell her, go to the store, get half a dozen eggs, piece of chorizo, and some tortillas, right? And you could do that with 50 cents or something like that. And then everybody got 2 tacos. Right. You know what I mean? And then I guess I'm referring to that whole, what we were talking about earlier about Texas and California being kind of like the middle between the U.S. and the Mexico in some degree. Not that it's Mexico. Right. But
so in respect to us having kids, what are you asking?
How do you deal with that? You know? I've always wondered that. Like, how do you... Like, I don't know how my parents did it. Like, it's so scary to think that you're going to raise a human being. It's one of the most important things, and that's probably what terrifies me. Right. Maybe that's why I'm reluctant to even say I want kids, because, like, how do I know that I am worthy of that position?
Totally. I mean, you know, I joke all the time that I'm like, I'm just going to be solely responsible for making sure that this person doesn't become a serial killer, right? Because no matter what you do, even if you do have
or even just an asshole,
right? You want them to be a kind person. I just think it's something you have to go day by day and hope that you they turn out great. You know, my parents were very liberal, were very accepting. They were very open to just allowing me to be myself and do things, and they didn't have like a very heavy, strict hand. And I think that's why I didn't get into a lot of trouble, because it wasn't really emphasized, like, don't do this, don't do that.
That's my experience
here, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And I think that's why I turned out okay, because my parents were just like, hey, if you do this, this is what's going to happen.
Did they ever hit you?
No, I mean,
Me neither.
I mean, I probably got spanked a couple times, but I wouldn't say hit.
One time I killed a bird. My mom tells me, like they had because they had chicks. You know, they would have chickens they were used to that still. My grandma would cook them, but they had like chicks, and I drowned one. And she's like, that's the only time I ever really spanked you.
Oh, poor chick.
I know, and I don't even remember that. I wonder if I blocked it out of my head.
Right. Oh man. Yeah. So I just think parenting's something you learn as you go, and you just pray
that's
and hope that you.
But you're there. You're ready to do it, huh?
Yeah, I think in a few years I for sure will. I mean, I definitely want a family.
I think
there's no question
mom.
about that. Thank you.
I really do.
So a couple of years for sure, we'll have our little family.
Couple years, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's soon.
I say that now, but who knows?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Who knows where this journey is taking you? Is your music career still growing pretty fast?
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
exponentially, or
I don't know how to word how it's growing. There's ups and downs. I'd say it's more of a roller coaster than anything.
How many songs are you still writing a week?
Oh God, it really depends on the mood I'm in. I try to write a couple songs a week, even if it's just a couple of lines or a melody or something.
Just get some ideas
But
going.
finished songs, honestly, I probably don't only do like finished songs like a couple a month, because for one, I just don't like to waste time on things that's not gonna turn into something. I want to do a complete song, and everyone's like, write every day, write
one
every day,
song
write
every couple months, fully, like.
Probably for me, that I'm like really proud of. I mean, I'm always, just singing into my phone little melodies or writing little lyrics down. But like when I really put together a song, it takes me, I would say, a few weeks to a month at least to do a full song, because I want it to be good and I'm going to put everything into it,
Plus, if you're the Monica type, meticulous about everything,
Yes, absolutely.
I could see that.
Yeah.
But at least you're still doing it actively.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Because some people say like, oh, I write like, I got, I've been songwriting for a few years. I'm like, well, how many songs you got? Well, I got like 5. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Then you haven't been
to
songwriting.
See, it'd be different if that person had 5 hits. You know what I mean? But
no, that's never the case.
Of course.
That's
of course
never
it's never the case.
Come on. Historically,
Right.
realistically speaking, the situation is you write a shit ton of songs and then you get a few good ones out of it.
Right.
You have to dig for gold.
Right. I feel like at a certain point, though, like, you write a bunch of songs. And if you do start getting hits, then you can make that choice to only write a couple songs a year, because you're already established.
Like Elton John.
Yeah. Or Sia, like people like that.
Yeah. But they were so ready for the fight.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
They trained and whenever that, I don't really know where the songs necessarily come from, but whenever that little antenna picks up a good signal, you know what I mean? You're ready for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your chops are there.
Yeah, totally. I hear you.
Well, I guess I'm talking songwriting. What else is up? Tell us more.
Let's see. I do a lot of acting as well in Los Angeles.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I've done quite a few films.
That's how you keep up a good appearance.
Oh,
You're a really pretty dress.
Oh, thank you.
I thought when I walked back in and I told Shannon, I was like, Shannon, it's gonna be good because she's ready to go. She looks like a performer.
Yeah, thank you.
She's fixing up her makeup. Yeah. She's ready.
Yeah, I mean, I do commercials. Done television.
Really?
Yeah, and some films, and acting's really great. I enjoy it because I love the arts and I have a passion for it, but music will always be, the number one thing that I want to do and will do. But if I'm connected to the arts in any way, I'm happy. I am. And, there's some projects I've done that I've been able to write music for. Mm-hmm. So that's been really exciting. But LA, there's like so many opportunity. Actually, a couple films that I've done, I've been able to write songs
for. A whole film?
Mm-hmm. There's an independent film that I did.
This is the kind of stuff you got to be saying.
Right. There's an independent film that I did in Wisconsin, and I just actually was there a week ago when I was in Chicago. I drove out there. They premiered it, and I wrote the theme song for that film.
So this is new. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, what's the name of the film?
It's called Oranges, and it stars Brant Doherty. I don't know if you know who that is.
No.
Pretty Little Liars.
Oranges.
I've heard of that show.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And is it on the internet or?
No, it's not released yet. They're trying right now, I think, to get a distribution deal with Lifetime. Yeah,
so
it's definitely a Lifetime
TV?
movie. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
So you can't play us any of those songs, right?
I can't.
This is how stupid this whole entertainment industry is.
I know.
We're trying to entertain people and make people happy, and then
I know. But I have other songs.
No, I know, but good for you that you got that job and all. But you could see why it frustrates somebody that is. I just feel like there's so much out there to be recorded, and that's what I'm trying to do. Just travel around, just keep spotlighting people that aren't on the spotlight.
Yeah. Totally.
Because there's a lot of good acts.
There is a lot of good music out there.
Yeah. Well, play us a song.
Okay.
Sorry, I kept you from it.
No, it's okay. So this song, one of the things that I'm really passionate about is social justice, and I've been a huge advocate for, obviously, Black Lives Matter movement, but also for the LGBT movement. So this song I wrote a few years ago in response to Leila Alcorn, who was the transgender girl that committed suicide.
I haven't heard of it.
And that it's a very sad story, and it really moved me. So this song was written in response to that. It's called Falling.
Today, running lost along the interstate, and she never imagined she'd be. He knew no one accepted him, so he planned to leave the world again with a message that someone will see. They're not in the world alone, 'cause all they wanted was an open mind. All she wanted was to take some time to stop falling, 'cause he kept falling. He never wanted to be just like you. She only wanted you to learn the truth, to stop falling, 'cause he kept falling. It's time for her to win the war, 'cause she knows just what she's fighting for a chance just to wake up and be. And if we never see his face again, is that how you let the story end? You just wake up one morning and read that he was in the world alone, 'cause all he wanted was an open mind. All she wanted was to take some time to stop falling, 'cause he kept falling. He never wanted to be just like you. She only wanted you to learn the truth, to stop falling, 'cause he kept falling. But don't look down, no. Just keep down that open road. Don't look down, no. You'll keep falling. And don't look down, no. Just keep down that open road. Don't look down, no, or you'll keep falling. 'Cause all he wanted was an open mind. All she wanted was to take some time to stop falling, 'cause he kept falling. He never wanted to be just like you. She only wanted you to learn the truth, to stop falling, 'cause he kept falling. But don't look down, no. Just keep down that open road. Don't look down, no, or you'll keep falling. Or you'll keep falling.
You have excellent pitch.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm glad I gave you those headphones, 'cause I feel like you're a little more relaxed, more into it now because of the headphones.
Yeah.
Because you, I don't know. You know, you're talking about like how the I don't know if you said it on the podcast or not, but the playing, like it makes you nervous.
Yeah, there's a little bit. Cause I don't know. There's so much to think about. I would just rather sing and perform.
Well,
so.
your parts are intricate. I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe if you kept the parts down, you know.
I know, but I get so I want it to feel.
So you just want to do it.
Yeah.
Oh well,
yeah.
then.
But the piano players that I work with that play my music, I couldn't ask for better piano players too.
Yeah, but when you're playing it with the instrument and it just syncs.
Oh, thanks.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Totally.
In general, even just like everybody. I think singers should have well, that's just an opinion. Actually, that's kind of silly because there's a lot of really great vocalists that are just like
singers. Yeah, they're just vocalists,
and I'm a fan.
For sure,
you know,
for sure. But I love writing on the piano.
I know, but I like seeing you play, and it makes me a little sad that you're not out there playing for everybody.
Thank you.
Do you do any yoga?
No, I hate yoga actually.
Why do you hate yoga?
I can't do it. I don't. I like
vegan who hates yoga.
I know, but I'm an active person. Like I love kickboxing, I love Zumba, I love running. I love lifting weights. Yoga's just too still for me.
Yeah, but you need to learn that stillness in order to be able to be okay around like a crowd and not be afraid.
I'm okay around a crowd.
You're saying that you're not okay though if you're if you're in front of a piano.
I just don't want to play the piano. I need to get. I know I need to get.
Can't
over
make
it.
you do something you don't want to
But
do.
this is the thing, right. But this is the thing. I say that, but I still do sometimes. But I just like to perform. I like to take the mic. I like to talk to the audience. I like
Have
to
you ever
use my
seen
hands. I like
Freddie
to sing,
Mercury perform?
I have not.
Just kidding. He would come on. Like you could do all of that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
You could do all of that.
Yeah.
That's what was so impressive. I mean, you have a great voice.
Thank you.
Like a great voice,
Thank you.
and you're very in tune, and you're very conscientious of what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But those little bits where you kind of like, because the headphones were on for this one, those little bits where you just forgot, just kind of, you know, especially like a little like halfway in.
Yeah.
You know. I don't know. I'm not saying yoga will necessarily help. I don't even know what I'm saying. Just saying that. I don't think you should be afraid of it.
Well, thank you.
I wish I could play piano.
What did you play?
Mostly string instruments.
Oh, very cool.
I don't know if you noticed all the ones on the wall.
No, I didn't notice, but that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, the room over there is usually where we do it, but the piano's over here.
Awesome.
So I got all the equipment's over there, but mostly guitar. But you know, I could do ukulele, banjo, or a little bit of mandolin and all that kind of thing.
Awesome.
And I could play your folk tunes on the piano.
Right.
You know, but I can't do all of that.
Yeah.
Did you take a bunch of like private lessons or
For piano?
What did you go to school for?
I went to school for opera.
Fantastic.
Yeah, but not with the intention of ever doing opera. Just because growing
Just the
up,
technique?
I never took voice lessons growing up. So I knew if I wanted to do pop music,
It's a really different technique though.
it is absolutely. But applying classical technique to pop singing, it makes you a more sustainable singer. You know, you can last longer in the studio. I can do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ideas of it.
Right.
But okay. What if that practice of quote unquote opera was gone? Right? Could we still hold on to the proper techniques as far as singing is concerned without having to sing like that because we no longer need to?
Oh, I'm sure that there's proper pop technique that you could just learn right away.
Oh, that's not what I'm saying.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, I it's not like I'm not a fan of opera, man. And the other degree I went for was composition.
Uh-huh. So you're familiar with, yeah.
And you see these nails? These are classical guitar nails.
Awesome.
Well, anyways, I know that the reason why they did it is because they were up against a whole orchestra, right? And the best way for a human body to physically produce something that loud is to just let that vocal go, you know? And that's why it's like that, and I know you know that.
Right.
So, now that that's not the case, and you can be just as in tune and intimate in different ways, maybe even possibly even more intimate by being close to the microphone, and you can do also, there's all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, different languages, and just you can go back and forth easily if you're not yelling.
Right.
You think that maybe that's no longer... it's always going to be relevant so that we don't forget the way that music used to sound. But you think it's maybe no longer relevant in current music?
I don't know. I mean, I think it will always have its place, personally.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I think it's the foundation of...
We probably shouldn't forget
everything.
in the case that all hell breaks loose.
Right.
In the case that all hell breaks loose and we don't, we're no longer in the grid and electricity's gone.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's important, though.
Probably taking it too far. I'm taking it too far, but I do think it's important. But mostly just because I love it, though. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Totally.
Like, I'm one of those people trying to preserve it. You know? And I love hearing that you went to do that.
Yeah.
Could you sing us some of that?
Oh, God.
Maybe an old aria? Just a little bit.
Oh, God.
Just a little, just 10 seconds.
My voice teacher's going to be like, you haven't
What do
sung
you do? What are the techniques?
opera in forever. I mean, there's a certain placement, certain, lifting your soft palate to get
Soft palate versus hard palate?
Yeah, your soft palate is like you take your tongue and
Oh yeah,
all
it's
the way
softer the
back.
second half.
lift. So yawning is the best way to get prepared. It
Oh yeah.
lifts it naturally. So if you and then come out with an opera aria. Relaxed jaw though.
It's on horse and my dog. She sounds better than me and more in tune.
I don't think I could remember anything. I mean, it's been such a long time since I've been in college, so.
Oh man, bummer.
Yeah.
Make something up though.
Oh my gosh,
Make up
no. That's
Come
not gonna
on.
happen. That's
Okay,
not
fine.
gonna
Sing as
happen.
a scale.
A scale?
Yeah.
No.
Come on, I want to hear it. And
Oh
so
my
does
gosh.
everybody else.
No.
Even though they haven't heard this yet.
I'll play another song.
But they'll want to hear it.
Yeah, play another song.
No one wants to hear a scale.
Just a little bit. I just want to hear what it is. I've never seen it right in front of me.
A scale?
No, in that fashion.
Oh. It's not that exciting.
Just kidding, I've seen it.
Okay.
But
Just pulling my
just
leg.
wanted to see if I could win. Just kidding.
Oh no. I'm sticking
Sticking to it.
Yeah.
You were saying you're an argumentative
I
person.
am an argumentative person.
And you were saying that was, well, like, you were thinking about, well, should I go to the South? Should I not go to the South?
Right.
Am I, can I
Well,
just
yeah,
play my
I think
songs?
Just because of how I present myself and what I believe in and
Fighting for it.
what I'm fighting for, yeah. And then, you know, I've decided that being silent doesn't help anybody, doesn't help
No.
anything. So I've been very vocal lately, and I think it's more important so that other people can feel like they can be vocal too.
It's apparent that you're a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I'm not religious, but I believe in the message.
Mm-hmm.
You know? That my friend, remember I was telling you about Brent Cunningham?
Yes,
the guy
yeah.
who plays on the street every day since 1999.
Yeah.
Anyways, he taught me the song. Like, he knows, he's playing real country. That's why he's there on the street and no one's paying
Yeah.
attention to him.
Yeah.
You know? And he's playing old songs
Yeah.
from the you know, back then when they were being written alongside blues. And they came from blues.
Right.
You know, like Hank Williams learned from a black street performer playing blues.
Right.
I got a hole in my bucket and all of that. You know, or there's a hole in my bucket, whatever the song was. That kind of thing. And so he played me this song that he taught me. It's called Jesus Was a Capricorn. Now, it's a little silly of a song, or it's a little out there, and but you know, it's a song. But I like the message.
Right.
That's why I learned it.
Right.
And it's basically about Jesus putting himself out there for other people. It's basically, it goes everybody's got, I can't sing it and so that it doesn't infringe copyright laws or whatever. Everybody's got to have somebody to look down on so that they can feel better than at any time they please.
Right.
Someone doing something dirty, decent folks can frown on. If you can't find nobody else, then help yourself to me. Even so basically even the naughty things that people are doing.
Right.
Even then Jesus will stand up for you. Even then. Anyways, the message,
Yeah,
I
the
love
message
it,
is
and I'm part of that message. I may
Yeah.
not be a Christian, I may not be like a religious, but that message.
It's whatever works for you. That's how I feel. I mean, I do identify as a Christian, but I'm not.
The message is most
Yeah.
important. People forget it.
Right.
They forget and they start arguing about
Whatever works
Jesus, and
for
then
you.
they forget about
The whole point.
About the whole point.
Right.
It's just like, you know, and the way I see it, like, don't get offended, but perhaps the way I see it, perhaps maybe Jesus could even be a metaphor for a type of people that could exist.
It's a beautiful way to look at it as well.
Why can't we just all do that?
Right.
Just actually
It's so much
follow Christ,
easier,
that
right?
message, you know?
Yeah.
Just, you know, but it's hard not to get caught up in all the greed and
Totally.
and you know, and I mean, perhaps it's easier when you're living on the edge, like a musician. You know what I mean? You're thinking
Right.
in those terms. No, I gotta be doing this.
Right.
There's something that you're already thinking about. Well, I have to be doing it for the sake of that. Maybe it's easier to remember that message, perhaps,
Right.
but not necessarily. There's a lot of messed up artists.
Right.
Well, actually, I just remembered Hitler.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let's not go down that can of
Yeah,
worms.
let's
Play
not.
us another
Let's
song.
not.
Play us another song, please.
Okay, yeah, of course. So this is a new song that I haven't released yet. I'm actually working on a video. Yeah,
Cool.
I'm working on a video for it, and it was written and inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement. So it's called We Run.
You see us black as a night, but we're invisible, invisible. You need us to shine your light, so you feel bloodshed stains on the sidewalk. They're not the right color for you. Why does my complexion revoke a connection? It's not enough to be a human too. So we run just to find the answers. We run just to fight another war. We run just to be a life that matters. But I still don't know what we're running for. And my tears don't benefit you in any way, in any way. No, you'd rather hide from it and not hear what I say, hear what I say. But our children are dying on the sidewalk. They're not the right color for you. You see my complexion and you're scared of connection. I guess I'm not a human to you. So we run just to find the answers. We run just to fight another war. We run just to be a life that matters. But I still don't know what we're running for. And we run. We run. We run. But I still don't know why we're running.
So, okay. Do you expect the questions or you don't want the questions? Well, having a song like that, is that what you were afraid of coming to the South?
Yeah.
Because those are what your songs are about. Yeah. I mean, that is the type of subject matter.
Right.
Well, it's definitely relevant and it's definitely prevalent here, unfortunately. But as a Mexican American and someone who's not a black person, well, there's a weird thing about Mexicans. Like, Mexicans are so, just historically, we were also conquered and all of that jazz, and it turned into like a Wild West. And even to this point, it's not really run by the government. Like, I grew up on the border. All my family's from there. I've been there many a times. Never even been to an American doctor because I just crossed over and it was cheaper. That's all. Right. But yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like, and it's interesting because I've been to different parts of it now, and it's just, it's not really like as cohesive.
Right.
It's just kind of its own thing. It's been kind of like a Wild West and sort of a spot to kind of go and kick it.
Yeah, right.
When people were shipped to Florida and to South America, they found themselves in Mexico. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Right.
And a lot of Native Americans were the same. But that being said, as not a Black American whose ancestry or history does not directly relate to the history of this country, mm-hmm. what does Black Lives Matter? Now, I'm not saying like why do they matter. I'm saying
mm-hmm.
what is Black Lives Matter, if you can explain it. And now here's your chance to explain it freely without fearing anything.
Because I think there's definitely a negative connotation towards that phrase. It scares people. But the bottom line is we're all for all lives matter. That's like goes without saying. But the reason that Black Lives Matter started is because all lives matter can't matter until the Black ones do. And the reason there's this feeling that Black lives don't is because there's always this 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. You know, starting from slavery, moving to civil rights, moving to now when we have all these, police brutality killings that people think are these one-off situations, but it actually is a result of systemic racism. And the whole point of Black Lives Matter is that we all need to be treated equally. And that's the phrase that I always say, all lives can't matter until the Black ones do as well. So that's what.
Do you also listen to the Joe Rogan podcast?
I haven't listened to Joe Rogan's podcast.
Well, I gotta share this one with you. I don't know what the name is. I'll show it to you afterwards, or just remember to take it with you because. Well, it's a really great podcast, but he gets a bunch of different people, and he's gotten like ex-police officers, and this one I was listening to today is he was an ex what was he prosecutor? No. He wasn't a prosecutor. Something having to do with the law. Mm-hmm. And he's exactly talking about what you're saying is systemic racism. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about Wisconsin, actually. And he's saying that place is the worst.
Interesting.
He's saying that, like, and he was tying it all back to, like let's say you get, it's the small stuff that gets you.
Right.
So you get pulled over. Maybe you're drinking a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. But you're Black. Mm-hmm. Get sent to jail. You don't have the money to get released. It's a vicious cycle.
Right.
Just, and then he had another guy from Ohio, or where was it? No, Cleveland. I don't remember. But I know Cleveland's in Ohio, but I'm trying to remember where it was. Anyways, this other ex-cop was talking about, like, there's properties that it's still to this date, legally, Black people cannot purchase. It's still on from 60 years ago in these areas, and it's like hidden somehow, but at the same time it's there.
Right.
Like it's still in the law. The law never, like everything else changed, but that one law for that one specific area didn't change, and that's segregation.
Right. And
now I could go on to a whole other fucking tangent because I don't think I should because I'm still here. Once I move, I could say whatever I want. But I do, like, it's unfortunate that I fear that. I do fear that. I'm afraid of staying here past the election because I'm afraid that if Donald Trump wins or doesn't win, I might see 1,000 KKK people walking down the streets of Hillsborough Pike right where I live.
Right.
And all it takes is somebody shoot somebody, and then that's all. And war is like that. War is silly, and in the history, that's how it happens. You can't be talking about building a wall. You can't pretend that you're, or you are. I have no idea if you're completely unaware of the fact that there's a wall in between Palestine and Israel, and all it does is cause war.
Right. Right.
And knowing that the Mexican government is not run by government, it's run by cartels, what makes you think that would not start a war?
Right, right. I share your passion, I do. I do. And frustration. We'll have to wait and see what happens.
How many songs do you think you've written?
Oh, wow. That's a good question. Someone just asked me that today, actually. I think it's a couple hundred at least, for sure. I mean, I started writing songs when I was like 9. They were horrible, but I wrote them.
You gotta keep writing them because they're good.
Yeah.
You gotta keep doing it, and you gotta make sure you do it.
Well,
at
compared
least
to
one
now,
month.
when I was 9 years old, the songs were not good.
Oh yeah, sure. I got those. I got a journal from when I was 15.
Yeah.
From like the first 2 songs, or 14. From like the first 2 songs. They were so dumb.
Yeah.
It was like you're a stupid girl. I don't know what it was.
So funny.
You know what it is. You know that.
Right.
When you're a teenager.
Yeah.
How do you even handle that? That's what I'm saying. Like, it was hard for me to even handle life. I couldn't imagine handling somebody else's life. That's why the idea of even having children makes me almost cringe. It's just such a responsibility.
It is a responsibility, but there's beauty in it. I think there's
Definitely.
beauty in it.
And there's beauty in people. Yeah, there's beauty in people doing it, and there's beauty in the fact that a new person, a well-shaped person, hopefully,
Right.
comes to form.
Totally.
Man. Well, thanks for coming on this podcast.
Thanks for having me.
It's not over. Just saying, you can play as many songs as you want. We're just...
Well, I do have rehearsal with my guitar
definitely.
player for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What time is that? Just let me know.
I should probably do one more song.
One more song?
For one more song, yeah.
Okay.
All right, cool. So this one is to pay homage to my second home, Chicago. And this is called Chicago.
Cool.
You crept up on me slowly. You got in my head and I never knew. No, I never knew. You changed all I wanted, made it easy to choose. You rearranged my view, made it something new. The hushed sounds of snowfall, the warm summer rain. This feeling is happening again. Oh, Chicago, your streets lined with smiles, and we'll meet for a while, and then we'll say goodbye. Oh, Chicago, the heavens declared that I'd be unaware of what you do. So this one's from me all to you. Your town, but you made me see. Yeah, you made me see all the dreams I was chasing. Didn't have you around today. I believe it wasn't meant to be. The crowds and the faces, the memories you gave. This feeling is happening again. Ooh, oh, Chicago, your streets lined with smiles, and we'll meet for a while, and then we'll say goodbye. Oh, Chicago, that I'd be unaware of what you do. So this one's from me all to you, to you. This one's from me all to you, to you. To you, this one's from me all to you.
I'll listen to that one a few times. I'm telling you. That was grand.
Thank you.
Well, I think black people are beautiful.
Thank you.
And just keep writing songs.
Thank
I
you
don't
so
ever
much.
want to hear that you're not writing.
Oh, no, that'll never happen.
At least one or two a month.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll always write.
Thanks.
Thank you for having me.